Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We'll continue doing some problems in some old exam problems for section 8.3. Sine 3x, sine 4x. If you remember what we have in this section, just quick review before we go. Guidelines for evaluating integrals involving powers of sine and cosine. If the power is odd, what we do. If the power is even, what to do for sine and cosine. And we did examples. Then about powers of secant and tangent. By the way, the same thing. If we have powers of cotan and cosecant, it will be the same idea. If secant is the power for secant is even, there is a way. Power of secant is power of tan is negative, is odd. Then if power of tan of secant is even, then we can do it. If the power of tangent is odd, then we can do something. Now, if there is no secant and the power of tangent is even, there is a way. Now, this is the same thing from secant. What to do. And then we have the third thing, which is this way. These things. I have sine mx, sine nx, sine mx, cosine nx, cosine mx, cosine nx. Now, in this question, I have sine times sine, so I need to do this formula, which cosine the difference minus cosine the sum over 2. So this one, sine times sine, it will be half, will be the integral. Now this expression, I'm just rewriting it. So it will be half sine the difference, 3 minus 4, which is minus, that will make a difference, minus x, minus sine 3 plus 4, which is 7x. Yeah. Yes, dx. Now I just rewrite this one in terms of this, which is easy to integrate. That give me what? Minus half sine x minus, it's not sine, it's cosine, huh? The formula. Let's just check. Now this is cosine, sorry. This is cosine, this is cosine. Everything is cosine. Okay. So this is not sine, this is cosine. Be careful with the formula. This is cosine. Cosine the difference, cosine. Now that will not make a difference. It will be cosine x. Cosine of minus x is cosine x, so no need for minus. Huh? Be careful about sine, cosine. Minus half cosine 7x dx. That what's the integral? Integral of cosine is sine. That will be half sine x minus half. This one either you do it with u or it's 1 over 7. Sine 7x plus c. So I have sine x minus 1 over 14 sine 7x plus c. Yeah, just a formula, then we do it. Cosine to the power 5 square root of x over square root of x. So very clear, I need to do let at the beginning. So I can say let u will be square root of x du 1 over 2 root x dx. So I need 2 there and 2 there. So this is I. So I will be what? 2 integral of what? This will be dx, du. That will be cosine to the power 5 u du. Now I deal with this question, which is now cosine with an odd power. So what I will do, I transfer this into cosine to the power 4 x times cosine x dx. So this will be my du. So I need to change this in terms of sine. That will be what? Cosine square, all square. That will be cosine square. Let me do it in details. Cosine x dx. So that equal what? That will be 2 1 minus sine square x whole square times cosine x dx. Now this is, I will let u equal sine x, du will be cosine x dx. So that equal what? That will be 2, 1 minus u square. This will be du. 1 minus u square, all square. That will be du. So I have 2 integral of 1 minus 2u squared plus u to the power 4 du. That give me what? Don't forget the 2 outside. That will be u minus 2u cubed over 3 plus u to the power 5 over 5 plus c. Now multiply by 2, I retain the u also. U is what? Sine x. So that will be 2 sine x minus 4 sine cube x over 3 plus, 2 over 5 sine to the power 5x plus c, which is this one. Yeah, I squeezed it somewhere here, but I think it's very clear, very clear idea. Sine to the power 3 cosine to x. What to do? I think first I will open this cosine 3x, and I will take it and make it in terms of what? Yeah, I think I'll make it in terms of sine. It will be easier. So I have the powers is odd. Also we do in terms of cosine. Yeah, you can do it in both. So let me do it in terms of. You can do it in any. I think it will be okay. That will be 2 cosine squared x minus 1. So I have what? Integral from 0 to pi over 2 sine cubed x times 2 cosine squared x minus 1 dx. So that'll give me what? 0 to pi over 2. You have 2 sine cubed x cosine squared x dx. This is 1 minus integral from 0 to pi over 2 sine cubed x dx. Yeah, I will do the same thing. Now we'll take one sine out and then write things in terms of cosine. Then I will integrate. And the same thing here. Yeah. So I have what? 2, 0 to pi over 2. I take one sine out. That will be sine x dx. And the rest will be what? Cosine square x times cosine square x. Oh, sine square x, sorry. That will be sine square x. Cosine square x times sine minus the same thing here. I have sine x and I have sine square x dx. So this is I write in terms of cosine, this one and also this one in terms of cosine. So I have what? 1 minus cosine square x times cosine square x times sine x dx minus 1 minus cosine square x times sine x dx. Don't forget that from 0 to pi over 2. Yeah, this from 0 to pi over 2. 0 to pi over 2. So I let u to be cosine x, du will be what? Minus sine x dx. So I need a minus sign. I need a minus sign here. And then I need a minus sign outside. For this one I have the minus sign already. So I can take it with sine x. So I have here what? Now cosine 0, and don't forget I have minus 2 in the for the first one. Yeah, that will be minus 2. Cosine 0 is what? Actually, I can put it in one integral. Yeah, let me combine them at the same time. Cosine 0 is 1. Cosine pi over 2 is 0. And they have what? This with this, this with this, and with this. That will give me du. I have 1 minus u squared u square. Okay. This will be the same. Then I will combine it. That the minus with sin x, this with this, that will give me du. So I have plus 1 to 0, the same thing. Having the same u, cosine x, that will be cosine 0 is 1, cosine pi over 2 is 0. And they have what? 1 minus u square du. You can combine them in one expression. Yeah. By the way, the 2 only with this one, only with the first one. So that's okay. So I can combine it in one integral, 1 to 0. Let me do the multiplication. I have 1 minus u square minus 2 times u square minus u to the power 4. All of this du. Yeah, that will be what? From 1 to 0. Let me continue as 1 to 0. Okay. I have 1 minus u square minus 2u square. So I have 1 minus 3u square plus 2u to the power 4 du. That is what? U minus u cubed. Okay. Plus 2u to the power 5 over 5. But that is from 1 to 0. You know what? Let me make it from 0 to 1. And I just like multiplying minus with this one. It's easier to see it. That will be what? Minus 2u to the power 5 plus 3u square minus 1 du. And that is, yeah, sorry, I will write it here. That will be what? You know what I did? I just multiplied by minus and I changed the limit of integration to make it from 0 to 1, which is e2 to deal with. This is minus 2 u to the power 4. Sorry. This is u to the power 4 multiplied only by minus. And this will be plus and that will be minus. So I have what? Minus 2 u to the power 5 over 5. It's a matter of calculation. Plus u cubed minus u from where to where? From 0 to 1. Which is easily, this is what? Minus 2 over 5 plus 1 minus 1. We substitute the 0, that will be 0. So we're getting minus 2 over 5. These two, which is this. It's a calculation thing. Huh? Just I open this, make it 2 integrals, or I can make it 1 integral actually. Yeah, no need to split it. Sine for x, cosine to x. It will be now sine times cosine. So I need these formulas. Yeah, so it's sine times cosine. It's this. So I have sine the difference plus sine the sum over 2. So it's sine the difference. Yeah. It will be integral from 0 to pi over 6. Half sine the difference 4 minus 2. That is 2x plus sine the sum, which is 6x dx. Now we'll do just the integration. That will be what? Minus half, okay, sine minus half, then I have what? Times half cosine to x. I just divide by 2, and the integral of sine is cosine. Yeah, with the minus sign. The same thing here, minus half times 1 over 6 cosine 6x. And they want this from 0 to pi over 6. Okay, that give me what? When I apply pi over 6, 2 times pi over 6, it will be what? Pi over 3. So I have minus 1 over 4 times half. Cosine pi over 3, cosine 60 is half. Minus 1 over 12 times same thing. Cosine now, no, it's not the same thing. Cosine 6x. Now cosine 6. Now cosine pi over 6 times 6, that's cosine pi, which is -1. This is the first things. Minus. Now when I apply the 0, I have what? -1 over 4. Cosine 0 is 1. -1 over 12. Now I need to do this expression. I have -1 over 8 plus 1 over 12 minus, this is what? -1 over 4. Now let me change it. خلاص. That will be plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 12. So I can combine this over 24. 24 except all of these. So 24 over 8, that will be -3. That will be +2. That will be +6. That will be +2. That give me what? 8, 10 minus 3, 7 over 24. Which is this? Cosine cube, خلاص, I have, with the power of cosine is negative, is odd. That's it. This is what I need. Cosine cubed, sine this fraction. Yeah, who cares? Now, what I will do, I need to take one cosine, that will be my, and they have the remaining, times cosine theta d theta. That will be my du. So I need sine. So I need to change this into sine. So I have 1 minus sine square theta times sine 2 over 3 theta cosine theta d theta. So I let u, let me do it here. I let u to be sine theta. Du will be what? Cosine theta d theta. No need for minus, which is make it easier. So I have 1 minus u square, u to the power 2 over 3 du. That will be my du. So I have what? U to the power 2 over 3 minus u to the power 2 is what? 6 over 3 plus 2 over 3. That make it what? Sine square is 1 minus sine square. Sine to the power. No. This is minus. Sorry. This is minus 2 over 3. So this is minus 2 over 3. This is minus 2 over 3. And this is minus 2 over 3. That will be u to the power minus 2 over 3 minus u 6 over 3 minus that u 4 over 3. This is the denominator, so it will be sine minus 2 over 3, not sine 2 over 3. Now do the integration. That will be what? You add 1, you add 3 over 3. That will be 1 over 3. So I have reciprocal of 1 over 3, which is 3 u to the power 1 over 3 minus this one. You add 1, that will be 7 over 3. So I need the reciprocal of that, 3 over 7 u to the power 7 over 3 plus c. Now I retain the u. That will be 3. What is u? Sine theta to the power 1 over 3 minus 3 over 7 sine theta to the power 7 over 3 plus c. So this is my answer. Okay, not difficult. Cosine. When I have cosine, what was the formula? It will be cosine this one. It will be cosine the difference plus cosine the sum. The only minus if I have sine. Okay. So that will be cosine the difference plus cosine the sum. So that will be what? This expression, I can rewrite it as half cosine the difference 5 theta minus 10 theta, that will be minus 5 theta, plus cosine the sum, which is 15 theta, d theta. Okay, cosine minus is the same. There is no difference. So that will be what? From 0 to pi over 2. Let me take half outside, and let me do the integral right away. Who cares? That will be half of what? Cosine 5 theta. This will be cosine 5 theta. Since cosine is an even function. So that will be 1 over 5 sine 5 theta plus 1 over 15 cosine sine 15 theta. And that from where to where? That from 0 to pi over 2. Okay, that will be half. Or when I substitute pi over 2, sine 5 pi over 2, that will be what? That will be 2 pi plus pi over 2. So I am in the first quadrant, sine is positive. So I have 1 over 5. When I have 15 pi over 2, that will be what? 15 pi over 2. That is what? Yeah, that will be 7 pi, which is 14 pi over 2 plus pi over 2. It means I am in the third quadrant. Yeah, I am there. This is 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi. So I am here. So sine will be negative. That will be minus. Sine will be negative 1. So I have minus 1 over 15. When I apply the 0, that will be sine 0, 0, which is sine 0, 0. Okay. So this is my answer. So I have half. This will be what? Yeah, I can make it over 15. That will be 3 over 15. That will be 2 over 15. So that give me 1 over 15, which is this one. Yeah, it's a calculation thing. So yeah. 8 sine to the power 4. If you remember, if the power is even, then I need to use this double angle identity. This is what they say. Just to remind you, when the powers are even, I need to use these identities. I can use it 1 time, 2 times. It depends on the power. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we have. So I need to write sine to the power 4 in terms of the sine angle and double angle. So I need to write it sine square all square dx. Now that will be integral of 8. What is sine square? It's half minus half cosine to x all square dx. Now you open the square. Let me take the 8 out. Okay. That will be 1 over 4. Okay. Half times half minus 1 over 4 times 2. That will be minus half cosine to x plus 1 over 4 cosine square to x dx. I need to do this again. But before that, let me get rid of this 8. Multiply. I have 2 minus 4 cosine to x plus 2 cosine square to x dx. So I don't have fraction anymore. Now I need to do this again. So that gives me 2 minus 4 cosine to x. I need to use double angle for this one. So it's plus 2. I have half plus half cosine to half cosine 4x it will be in this case. Yeah, because the double of this. That will be, just close this, dx. So that give me what? Let me write everything. Now I will do the integral after I write everything. 2 times half, that will be plus 1. Plus cosine 4x dx. That will be 3. So what's the integral of 3? That will be 3x. This one will be minus 4 times half sine to x plus 1 over 4 cosine 4x. Yeah, you can do it by you, or you can do it quickly, directly. That will be 3x minus 2 sine to x plus 1 over 4 cosine 4x plus c. What is it? Which is this one? Okay. 6 tan secant to the power 6. Yeah, this one, if you notice, I can do any one of them. It's up to me because it will work for both cases. So if the secant is even, I will take secant squared as a factor. If tangent is odd, I will make secant tan. So I can do both. But let me, since the power of secant is high, let me deal with secant, I think better. Okay, so we'll deal with this. So that will be integral from 0 to pi over 4, 6x, that's 6 outside, tan x. We'll make this secant to the power 4x, secant square x dx. Then I let u to be tan x. So du will be secant square x dx, and that will be my du. So in this integral, call it I. So I will be what? 6. Now I apply this. Tan 0 is 0, tan pi over 4 is 1. I have tan, but before that, no, let me do that. Before that, I have 6, 0 to pi over 4, tan x. I need to change this into tan. That will be what? 1 plus tan square. That will be, let me do it here. That will be secant square all square. And secant square is 1 plus tan square x all square, secant square x dx. Okay, now I let you. Now this will work. Now everything is ready. So I have 6 from 0 to 1. Tan is u. This is 1 plus u square all square. And this is du. Now do the calculation. That will be what? Don't forget the 6 outside. U, I have what? 1 plus 2u square plus u to the power 4 du. Yeah. I did not do a mistake. Okay. That will be 6 of what? Let me do the integration right away. I have u. U is what? U square over 2. 2u cubed. If you notice, this is u plus 2u cubed plus u to the power 5 du. So I'll do the integration right away. That will be 2u to the power 4 over 4. This is u to the power 6 over 6 from 0 to 1. So that will be 6 times what? Half plus half plus 1 over 6. That gives me 6 times what? Over 6. This is will be 3 plus 1. So I have 7. And this is my answer. Yeah, lateral calculation, nothing is there. The same thing, I have sine is odd and cosine is odd. I mean, sine, the power is odd, and also for cosine, the power is odd. So I can do any one of them. Let me do the cosine since it has a high power. So I have 0 to pi over 2. So I have sine cubed x. I have this as cosine 10 to the power x, cosine x dx. Also, it's good to use cosine since no need for minus sign. No need for, since I take u sine, cosine will be du right away. So that will be 0 to pi over 2, sine cubed x. Yeah, it has a big number now. This will be cosine square x to the power 5 times cosine x dx. That will be, yeah, cosine square x. Now I need to change this into sine. That will be 0 to pi over 2, sine cubed x. This is 1 minus sine squared to the power. You know what? I think if we do it the other way, it will be easier. Yeah. Yeah, so I leave this. Instead of open something to the power 5, this will make it only open something to the power 2. which is will be easier. Yeah. Sorry for that. That will be sine square cosine 11 to the power x sine x dx. Okay. That will be what? From 0 to power 2. Yeah. This is I leave it. This one I change it. 1 minus cosine square x. Yeah, that will make it easier. I need a minus sign, who cares? Yeah. So now I let u equal cosine x. So du would be minus sine x dx. So I need a minus sign here. I need a minus sign here. And I will take a minus sign outside. That will be minus 1. So I'm multiplying by 1, which is okay. So now I do the substitution. Cosine 0 is 1. Cosine pi over 2 is 0. I have what? This will be my du. I have 1 minus u squared times u to the power 11. Now it's easier. Dx. This minus will change this integral. So that will send it back 0 to 1. U to the power 11 minus u to the power 13. Du, not dx. That will be my du. That will be what? U to the power 12 over 12 minus u to the power 14 over 14. That from 0 to 1. Yeah, which is 1 over 12 minus 1 over 14. Yeah, that will be what? Yeah, that will be 14 minus 12, 2 over, this minus 0 is outside. Huh? I have 12 times 14. This is cancelled, this is 7, this is 1. So I have 7 times 12, which is 84. And that will be my answer. Okay. Tan cubed secant to the power 5. I know if tan is odd, we can work it out. So I will do this. So I need to take 1 tan outside. That will be tan square. And also I take 1 secant from here. That will be secant to the power 4. Then I have secant tan dx. I split this, and this. I split tan, this, and this. So this is now my du. What I need first to change this tan into secant. I know 1 plus tan square equals secant square. So tan square will be secant minus 1. Secant to the power 4x. Then I have secant tan dx. Now I let u to be secant x. What will be du? Du will be secant tan dx. This will be du. So now I change everything. I have u square minus 1 times u to the power 4 du, which is u to the power 6 minus u to the power 4 du. And that will be 1 over 7 u to the power 7, 1 over 5 u to the power 5 plus c. That will be 1 over 7. What is u? Secant. Secant to the power 7x. Secant to the power 5x plus c, which is this one. Cosine times cosine, if you remember. Cosine times cosine, it will be cosine, the sum. It will be the sum of the angles. The sum of the difference plus the cosine the difference, cosine the difference plus cosine the sum over 2. Okay. That will be, that was the last one, yes. That will be 0 to pi over 2, half cosine the difference, which is cosine x, plus cosine the sum, which is 5x dx. That give me what? Half integral of cosine x, half I took it out. Cosine x will be sine x plus 1 over 5 sine 5x is the integral of cosine, which is easy. 0 pi over 2. That will be half 1 plus plus what? Sine pi over 2 is 1. Sine 5 pi over 2, that will be in the first quadrant because it will be 2 pi plus pi over 2. Back in the first quadrant, that will be plus 1 over 5. So I have half times 6 over 5. That gives me 3 over 5. When you apply the 0, that will be 0, 0. Okay, that will be 3. Sine to the power 4, I think we did before. Yeah, we did it before here. Times 8. So just divide by 8. That will be 3 over 8x minus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 32 cosine 4x. I want it to be, yeah. So I know that integral of sine to the power 4x dx would be 3 over 8 instead of doing it again. 3 over 8x, just to save time. I divide by 8 because this is times 8. I divide by 8. 2 over 8 is minus 1 over 4. Minus 1 over 4 sine 2x plus 1 over 32 sine 4x plus c. I just divide this one. You can do it again. I just divide everything by 8. 3 over 8 minus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 32. I'm dividing by 8. No, sorry. This one should be sine. Yeah, that's good that we saw it. This one should be sine. So this would be the answer. Yeah, it's good we saw that. Yeah, sometimes we write something and we say something. Okay. Then I have what? Just this one will be 3 over 8x minus 1 over 4 sine 2x plus 1 over 32 sine 4x from 0 to pi over 2. Just apply the formula, what we have. That will be 3 pi over 16. Am I right? Yeah, 3 pi over 16. This is sine pi, which is 0. Sine 2 pi, which is 0. That's it. Minus 0 plus 0. And then apply the 0, I have 0, 0, 0. That's it. So I have 3 pi over 16. That's it. Tan cubed, secant x. So I have the power of tan cubed is odd. That's what I need. Don't forget this is secant x to the power minus 1. Who cares? From 0 to pi over 3. So what I need to do, I need to take tan out, and I need to take secant from here also. So that gives me 0 to pi over 3. Tan square x, I have tan here. And this secant, I need to write it, I need to have secant x. This is tan x. Tan x. I need to have secant x, but I have secant to the power minus 1, so I have secant x to the power minus 2. So this is back to this one, but I have now the factor, which I make it dy, and tan cube, make it tan squared times tan. Okay, that, and then I need to change this tan into secant, which is secant squared x minus 1 times secant x to the power minus 2 times secant x tan x dx. Now I let u to be secant. What will be du? Secant tan dx. So this is will be du. So I change now everything to u. Secant 0 is 1. Secant pi over 3, it will be 2. That will be u square minus 1 times u to the power minus 2 du. And that is what? From 1 to 2, 1 minus u is minus 2 du. Do the integration. That will be u plus 1 over u from 1 to 2. That will be 2 plus half minus 1 plus 1. So it will be 2 plus half minus 2, which is half, which is this answer. Sine cosine, but you have this as fraction, who cares? These are just, think of it about sine something. And if I have sine cosine, just to remind you what we did, just I need to change the angle. I have sine cosine, I need this. So it will be half sine the difference plus sine the sum. Okay. So this is if I have sine and sine and cosine, that give me sine the difference plus sine the sum. What is it? So this is will be integral from 0 to pi over 2, half sine the difference, x over 2 minus x over 4 dx, x, this is the angle, plus sine the sum, x over 2 plus x over 4 x dx. That will be half. What is this? Let me do it in steps. X, yeah, wow, I have x over 2, no need for x, sorry, right away. Okay, so I have half minus 1 over 4. That will be 2 over 4 minus 1 over 4. That will be x over 4. So I have sine x over 4 plus sine 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4, 3 by 3x over 4. Yeah. Dx. Now I do this integration. Sine x over 4. What's the integral? That will be 4 minus 4 cosine x over 4. You can check it. Do the integral of this. Do the derivative of this. I have minus sine, so and times 1 over 4. That will kill it. So I have back sine x over 4. And this one, how to do it? Minus reciprocal of this, 4 over 3 cosine 3x over 4. And that from where to where? That from 0 to pi over 2. Yeah, now I need to be careful. Yeah, that give me half of what? Sine cosine pi over 8. Yeah. Okay. That will be minus 4 cosine. What is this? Cosine pi over 8. Okay. Minus 4 over 3 cosine 3 pi over 8. Yeah. It's not good. Okay. Minus, this is minus yeah, minus 4 cosine 0 is 1 minus 4 over 3 times 1, 2. Now how to do cosine pi over 8? I need to apply cosine half angle. Yeah. I don't think we need this. Did we do a mistake somewhere? Sorry. Look, this is 2 pi. Yeah. This is 2 pi. This is 2 pi times. I said, why are they doing it this way? Okay, so this is 2 pi, not pi over 2. So now 2 pi will make it easier. 2 pi, you have what? 2 pi over 4, that will be pi over 2. So I have 0 minus 4 times cosine pi over 2, which is 0. Minus 4 over 3. I have what? 6 pi over 3. That will be 3 pi over 2, which is also 0. So this is the first one. That will be half times this. Sorry for that. Minus that. Minus this one. That will be half. This is 0. This one will be plus 4 over 3. Yeah. Yeah. And that would be what? Half 12 plus 16 over 3. That give me 8 over 3. Sorry, I did not see that. But I think the idea is very clear. Do the calculation. Sine times sine, that will give me what? The difference. It will not make a difference. You know, it will be. So I have 3 from 0 to pi over 2. That will be, yeah, sine the difference. Yeah, just to solve it. It will be the difference now. In this case, I need the minus sign in the middle. Cosine the difference minus cosine the sum. Okay. So it's a minus sign in the middle, not a plus sign. That will be cosine the difference, which is minus x, and that will not make a difference. Minus cosine 3x dx. Don't forget over 2. So that will be 3 over 2. Cosine of minus x is cosine x. So it will be what? Sine x minus 1 over 3 sine 3x. From where to where? From 0 to pi over 2. Okay. That gives me 3 over 2 of what? Sine pi over 2, which is 1. What is sine 3 pi over 2? That will be minus 1. Then minus 1 over 3 times minus 1. Because as the 0, it will be 0, so no need to worry about. That will be 3 over 2. This is 4 over 3. Cancelled 2. This is 1, so it will be 2. And that will be my answer. Now, secant tan, I have tan is odd. That's it. So I take 3 outside. I have secant. No, take it out. That will be tan square. Then I have secant tan x dx. I change this into secant square. That will be secant square x minus 1 secant tan. So this will be du, and this is u. So I let u equal secant x. Du will be secant tan x dx. Du. Okay. So I have 3 u square minus 1 du. So I have 3 u cubed over 3 minus u plus c. That gives me what? U cubed minus 3u plus c. I retain the, which is secant. So that gives me secant cubed minus 3 secant x plus c. So I avoid the fraction. The average value, who cares? Just we'll find f average will be 1 over pi integral from 0 to pi of this. But to do this integral, I need this idea of trig integrals. So I have what? 1 over pi. I will change this into sine, into, no need, خلاص. I let u equal cosine x, du will be minus sine x dx. I need a minus sign. So, yeah, we did this before. I have minus 1, and I have minus 1 here also. So it will be minus 1 over pi from where to where? Cosine 0 is 1, and cosine pi is minus 1. Okay, and I have u to the power 4 minus 1 with sine x dx. This will be du. Get rid of this minus and make it 1 over pi from minus 1 to 1 of u to the power 4 du, which is even, so I can make it more. That will be 2 over pi from 0 to 1 u to the power 4 du. Yeah, that make it easier. 2 over pi u to the power 5 over 5 from 0 to 1. That give me 2 over 5 pi, which is this one. Sine times cosine. If you remember, if you have sine times cosine, I need sine. I need to change the sign, so that will be 8. Oh, let me take it out. Who cares? 8 integral of what? This will be cosine the difference. Sine, it will be sine the difference. Sine, what's the difference? 6x plus sine the sum, 8x dx. I have 8 outside. That will be what? Yeah. That will be 1 over 6 with a minus sign, cosine 6x. And this is half sine, cosine. It will be half sine cosine, which is sine the difference, plus sine the sum, over 2. I need over 2. And this is 8. This is over 2. So that make it 4. I need the half, okay, over 2. That will be plus or minus 1 over 8 cosine 6x plus c. So it will be that minus 2 over 3 cosine 6x minus half. This is 8 cosine 8x plus c, which is this one. Yeah, symmetrical. And don't forget over 2. Tan to the power 6, secant to the power 4. I know if secant is even, I can deal with this. This will be complicated, so I will deal with this one. I take only secant square out. That will be minus pi over 4 to 0. 7 tan to the power 4, tan to the power 6. I make secant square d theta. I change this into tan. That will be minus pi over 4 theta. 7 tan 6 to the power 8. And this is what? 1 plus tan square. Secant square theta d theta. So this is du, where u is tan. So I let u equal tan x. That implies du will be secant square theta d theta. Now it's everything is ready. Now tan of minus pi over 4, that will be minus 1. Tan of 0 is 0. I have 7 u to the power 6 times 1 plus u square du. So that will be 7 times what? Times. Now I will do the integration. U to the power 7, that will be u to the power 6, that will be u to the power 7 over 7. I have u to the power 8 plus u to the power 9 over 9. But that from where to where? From minus 1 to 0. Okay. That'll give me what? 7 times 0 times 0 minus what? Minus 1 over 7 minus 1 over 9. Okay. That give me what? Minus 9 minus 7 times minus. That give me 16 over 9 times 7. So 7 cancelled. That give me 16 over 9, which is this one. Okay. The square root of cosine theta, sine cubed. Let me do this one, then I will stop. I have sine is odd. That's it. This is what I need. 0 pi over 3 square root of cosine theta. Then I have this one. I make it sine square times sine theta d theta. So this is will be my du. So I need this to be changed into cosine. So I have cosine theta. This is what? 1 minus cosine squared theta. And this is sine theta, d theta. So I let u to be cosine theta. Du will be what? Will be minus sine theta, d theta. So I need a minus sign here, and then I need a minus sign here. So this integral will be what? Minus cosine 0 is 1. Cosine pi over 2 is 0. Yeah, the same trick. That will be square root of u, 1 minus u squared du. Okay, I get rid of this minus, and that will be from 0 to 1. I have u to the power half. Also, I do the power 1 time. That u to the power 5 over 2 du. That give me what? This is u to the power half. I add 1, that will be 2 over 3 u to the power 3 over 2 minus 2 over 7. I add 1 to 5 over 2, which is 2 over 2. 2 over 2 plus 5 over 2, that will be 7 over 2. U to the power 7 over 2. From where to where? From 0 to 1. That will be 2 over 3 minus 2 over 7. And what is this? 14 minus 6, which is 8 over 21. Okay, let me stop the recording. I think we did good number of questions. Yeah. Thank you.